Hi, welcome back to Mechanic Garage. It's bloody warm today and I've decided to start welding. I spent all day yesterday sorting gardens and earth out, and that was just the wrong day to do it. I'm already sweating my head off. I haven't even started. So I'm going to try and get the hole in the sill sorted today and possibly get MOT next weekend. I'm not sure how much you're going to see, but I'll stick you down by the side of it when we get started. I'm going to cut a piece out, grip blast inside, make it all clean. With the cheapest grip blaster I could find anywhere in the world. So limited success, I think, with that one. Yeah, other than that, it's a couple of panels to make. Weld it back together. Bit of wax inside once I've finished. I might not get that today because I haven't bought any. But it'll get done before the MOT anyway. I put a gazebo up to just try and shelter me from the sun because it's quite warm, especially when you sat there baking on top of your head. Right, this is a bit that needs doing. You've seen it in other videos. It's actually, I've cut out the rest of it. This is all still solid. I just need to trim out this, take this edge off, really, in the back edge, which is still good. The inside's all good. The top's all good. It had a patch of welding done here in the past, which I can only assume had burnt through any protection it had on the inside and caused this piece to start rusting. This is why it was taken off the road 5 years ago. So I'm going to repair that, replace that inner section, and cut the rot out and repair that, then make a panel up for the outer section and see how we get on. With welding, there's not much you're going to be able to see because it takes so long. I'll just keep cutting back to it and showing you a bit as I go. Doing a bit of grip blasting, as you've seen. It's not the best thing in the world, it was only cheap. Probably too cheap. Compressor's not very big capacity wise, so just put a face mask on because it hits you in the face and your arms and everything. Don't need the respirator bits, just need to stop it hitting me in the face. that's a bit better. Grip blasted it all out. It's not perfectly clean, however it's a damn sight better than it was. It shows it's still solid anyway. There's a couple of thin areas on here that went through, so I'm going to replace this bottom edge just to be on the safe side, because this piece here folds down to that, which is all one piece here. This is all rock solid. That's good, you can see the back now. So what I'm going to do, make up a piece from repair this section. Might cut a bit more of this off depending on how thin it is, but it seems quite thick and substantial, and go from there. Probably make that in, let's say, 2 pieces just so it's easier, although I can just slide it up underneath, mark it off, then weld it up in place. Replace this edge, I might do that afterwards from underneath so I've got a line to go to, because at the minute it's all a bit, if I chop too much off I've got nowhere to know what I'm doing. And then it's just the outside one, which will be a bit of a pain, but needs doing. Last job for the MOT, and then it can go off to a new home. At least seeing it doing it this way, people can see how bad it was and what it's like after, knowing it's not just been plated over. So I'll get it sprayed full of zinc primer or something as well. Right, I've made a couple of patches to fill in the bottom of that. I've just got to repair the rail behind it first. There's a couple of areas that are solid, like here. There's just a couple of patches a little bit thin, so chop them off, replace those. Gives me something to weld to, so I can get this bit done, get all that painted. It's cleaned up quite well considering the age of how rusty it was in there. Cheapest little crappy grip blaster, but it seems to be a bit not too bad. Because I'm only welding in an edge, it's easier to use a complete piece than try and balance a little strip, because at least with this it's got something I can use, and once it's welded in you can just cut along to join the 2 edges up, trim this off, do the same on that side. So power. Jesus Christ. And that one I've missed completely. Too warm for this game, even with the gazebo up. The sun's coming through the side now, so it's not really working. It's better than it was though. Right, there's your new bottom edge on. It's all sprayed in zinc primer. Going to wipe off where I'm going to. Could do it with some weld through your primer really, but new bottom edge all the way along. That's rock solid all the way, and I've got the panels made to fill that gap. That's those there. I'll tell you what, put them in the sun, you can see them. And those there, and they'll go around and fill up that all together, overlap onto this edge here, spot weld through with these holes in the bottom, and then it's the outer sill, a couple of small repairs just in the back arch, and that's it done. Right, I don't even notice I don't like welding. Welding messing around, something chronic. It won't feed smoothly. It pulses the wire, and it's pulsing almost as soon as you start using it. It's about 30-year-old. I think I've needed a new one at some point. It's either not getting enough power because it's on an extension lead, or it's because it can't create the power to arc and drive the motor smoothly at the same time for wire feed, and it just pulses, and it's just really irritating because it's almost like you're triggering on and off all the time. And towards the end, it'll do about maybe 5-10 minutes before it starts overheating. Even with the fan running, the side cover off, it still just overheats, cuts out. It just gradually deteriorates the quality of the weld until it's not penetrating at all. It's just literally melting onto the surface and sort of splat, 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 splat. So as soon as you start doing that, it just stop it and leave it 20 minutes. It takes about 10-15 minutes to cool down so it'll kick in again, but it needs to cool down more so that it'll actually weld. But anyway, we got that finished anyway, so that's panel in, ground back, because the welding's not very good, as in pretty. It's solid. It worked. I've had to join in a couple of points here where it was a bit thin, so I've made up the rail again for strength. But you never knows when I see it again. Once the outer sill's on, that's my main concern. Same as a Rover. I've got the outer sill to do on that, and that's a good car. I've got the outer sill to do on this. And if the welder's that bad, welding stuff on the inside that you can't see, that's what my concern is on the outside when you can see it. Which is why I've not been that keen on actually starting doing the welding, to be honest. It's getting on a bit. I think it got full of water once years ago as well. My garage flooded. So, I mean, it may just need some good strip down all the bloody contacts and wiring clearing out and all the any resistance cleaning up and things like that, because it's probably, well, I know it's rusty inside. But never mind. Right, I'm going to sack it off for tonight because I've got no idea. It's probably about 8 o'clock at night now. And I've not had out to eat yet. But that's the main bulk of it done. That's now just the outer panel, make it the right shape, and then it can fit, weld it all in. There's a couple of small bits in the rear wheel arch to do. They're easy enough. It's nothing structural. It's just where the edge has gone a bit frilly. But yeah, I hate welding. I'm going to keep buying cars that need welding. Idiot. Never mind. Right. Been a bit thin on the ground with content. Just been lacking time and getting anything done. But I'm going to try and be a bit more regular with the posting. So thank you very much for watching. Not too much to see in this one, but it's a bit more of an in-depth You can't really see an awful lot of video, but we got there. The little grit blaster wasn't as bad as I thought. I think it was about £3 off Temu or something on their introductory offers. I'm glad I didn't pay the 13 or 15, 20 quid that you see them advertised for. I had to strip it and drill out the nozzle to allow the grit through, because that was plastic moulding was virtually, the hole was virtually blocked. And then the hole into the body didn't line up with the hole in the nozzle, so I had to re-drill that. And now it seems to work. Don't work that well, but it seems to work. But right, I'm waffling again, so thanks very much. I'll see you in another video. Hopefully be a bit more progress soon. Cheers.